And we know that finally this designation is again under review by the United States Department of State after a federal court earlier this year said the government failed to provide sufficient support for the classification. I join with all of you in believing that the United States must lift the designation immediately. And for 30 years, with a clenched fist, Iran has terrorized its region, the globe, and perhaps most importantly, its citizens. A nuclear Iran would surely signal a failure of Western diplomacy, would it not? Or perhaps even more tragically, perhaps a failure of Western will. One would think that more than any other region within the world, the West understands the tragic and unthinkable consequences of appeasement. So we must reject as inconceivable and unacceptable the notion that a terrorist-supporting, nuclear-armed and threatening Iran could somehow be restrained or controlled through a Cold War strategy of deterrence. It would not happen. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we gather today basically in support of your efforts, in support of the resistance, and a call for action. So, to a certain extent, as we appear before you, not so much to challenge you, but to challenge the rest of the world, particularly the Western world, specifically when it comes to removing MEK from the list of terrorist organizations, a challenge to my country, the United States of America. We must be loud and clear and consistent. The MEK is not a terrorist organization. It is a voice and a call for freedom. So no matter how ruthless and violent the despotic, repressive regime in Tehran may be,